Welcome back to the show 1200 CHD Harley Sporty, leaving the spot. I got good news and bad news. The good news is we got out of the house and went for a ride. Bad news is my gas light just came on and we didn't get what I expected because they told me your package will not be ready until the date that is stated on your slip. And I said, wow, I didn't see that. So yeah, heading back. And I'm gonna talk about update. As you all know, hope you do, because that would mean that you are watching my videos and my content is making sense. I did a primary change, I did a brake bleed, I did a brake pads, oil change, the whole service, the whole tune-up. Other than changing the air filter, although I do have it, I just got covered, so I gotta get the new stuff before I take the cover off the air filter, and then be stuck without a screw to replace the air filter cover. So I got a leak from the primary drain plug. It's not a tremendous leak, but I don't know how long it's been going on. And that leaves me to say that I would have to open up the derby cover, drain all the primary fluid out, check how many ounces, because there should be one full quart to splash around in there, and see, well, obviously it's been happening ever since I changed the primary. I understand, that's common sense. But what I'm curious to know is that, has it happened every time I took the bike out for a ride? Or has it happened only lately? I try to tighten it up a bit, which that's another obvious. And I think the specs on it, I'm not certain, I can't say, but I think the specs on it, was no more than 20 pounds. 18, I'm not going to speculate. But that O-ring is quite thick, and that space that the O-ring creates is not giving a great feel. So putting the bike on the kickstand is when it starts to grip, so the fluid gets cold, thickens up, and then it doesn't grip anymore. So I couldn't have like I love my baby, then it would raise concerns. Now, some people say, yeah, it's a Harley, it's gonna leak. Not when you don't have to. You're supposed to do not have to. You're supposed to have to. Because of something, they come out of the stage before or after a test ride or a demo ride and say, well, it's a sports car, it's a Harley, it's gonna leak. No, over time, over where do any motorcycle leak without taking care of it? So I would want to see that. Check it out. The only question is, when I tried to get an O-ring, I hope you watch my videos to see how many places I've been and how many places I haven't been, which I wanted to go to any dealership and get an O-ring. But then again, if you ask any old timer, he'll say, hey, you get a 5-page O-ring. They sell them in packs, Chinese made. Can't go wrong. It works. So I gotta find an O-ring because I'm not gonna go to Amazon and buy a package of O-rings. Because I should have done that 2 years ago. Within the last 2 years, I changed my primary fluid 4 to 3 times, or around 3 times. I changed my primary fluid once a year, and then because I installed the cables, I changed it again, and I never used the same set twice. So, depending on how long it's going to take me to find primary fluid and how much of a leak I have, will I be changing it out for new primary fluid once again, which is not a bad thing. I mean, things just sit there and just clatters around. It's not going to be moved anytime before the next change, because I change it every 5,000 miles, not every 10,000 miles. But it wouldn't hurt. So, I'm going to quote somebody, I got brakes. This light green, but since I brought it up, obviously I will not be having the light green today. Everybody knows about that, right? Don't jinx it. So, here's an idea. How many of us out there are animal lovers and would go out of our way to help an animal? And how many of us own animals? Well, let me tell you, something happened. My neighbor went on vacation, left his dog without food. The dog was crying and feeding and begging and probably died of hunger. After the first night, I said something's wrong. After the second night, I said this dog needs to be fed. After the third night, I gave it water and food. After the fourth night, he cried more for more. after the fifth, anyway, 7th, 8th night, stopped hearing the door. I said, I fed it. What happened? What I want to say is that we bitch and complain and protest about animal cruelty, and we love our animals, and we try to take care of them as much as possible. But to protest about animal cruelty and not give a fuck about somebody's pet that obviously they could not for any reason take their pet with them, give any food because it's somebody else's animal, not your own. And the same people that are protesting about animal cruelty and animal rights and animal lovers would not even pick up after their own pet. Now that just goes to show me that they're all politics. On the outside, it's just all beautiful. And when the tough get on the fire, they're just a bunch of... Jesus speaks about that in the Bible. He says, you might think you're going to enter my kingdom, but there are people out there that don't believe in me that will because of their deeds more righteously than yours. They don't only preach, they do. So to all you animal lovers out there, not picking up after your pet, not feeding other people's pets when they can't, and protesting that you believe in animal rights and animal lovers associations, you are nothing but a fucking liar. You make me sick, and you should be apologized. Go ahead and lie on public national television, just like they do. So, we got over that topic. I'm not going to ask you what you guys think. You should know what you think. And you want to leave a comment about it? Sure, go ahead. Maybe it happened to you. Maybe you have no pets as I do. And find a pet in need, or an animal, or a stray, and do what's right just because of instinct. Or are you the protester, the animal lover, the care for the animal, perhaps person that fights for animal rights and don't even pick up after your dog or pet? I would like to know. Hey, man, now, hey. Yeah, I'm not talking about people. There's a pet on the other side of the camera. Just straying along. That was a fun ride. Sorry.